presentation of the mentorship program that we run for the students. For this is going to be its third year. I think we almost finished the third, and it's going to be like even fourth year next year. And so this was basically initiated as a program, independent program by alumni and ERU Economic Research Union. Thank you for that, for your support since the beginning. And so we've been running this program like totally voluntarily, and this is just a introduction presentation to give you like a brief overview about what the program is, how it works, if you want to be a part of it, what is expected from you, and then what you can take out of it. So I will just give you quickly just present the program, and then give you the highlight the next steps. And so what we have in agenda is like, first, the overview, of course, how it works. Second, the mentor profiles, just a selection, just to give you an idea who's going to be your potential mentors if you join the program, and then your questions if you have any. What this program is basically like, we can structure this in three areas to explain. Basically, first, like, why are we doing it? Second, what we're doing, and then how are we doing it? So why we came up with this is that basically while we were studying, like we were in your path like years back, and there was not like, there were some programs, but it was not like super structured. So there was a need from us to have like a little bit of like a mentor, a little bit like a guide to, someone to call and then ask for some advice, for some tips, either in professional, academic, or personal issues. So that's how we, as a group of alumni, came up with this idea, like, okay, let's introduce a program. And then back then the chair, department chair, Refat Hoca, helped a lot and supported the program to initiate it. And then what we came up with was like basically a peer-to-peer matching based program where each mentor will have one or two mentees. So those mentees will basically match with those mentors, and then in the fields, working in the fields that they want to work in the future. And they've been having like structured meetings, like regular, not super formal, of course, but more like, once a month, having a coffee, or like, connecting on the Zoom, and then discussing about their plans, or like the internships they want to do, the courses, classes they want to take, and so on. And then how we do this was basically, as I just explained, like through periodic the sessions that we had. On average, it lasted for like 6 months. So like one meeting for each month, and then basically we finished the year like that. So this is in general, like in a nutshell, very quick overview of it. And then so I would like to deep dive on the why part a little bit. So when you think about like where the need comes from, I just try to visualize like super ideal career path, like the academic career path of a student, which, I mean, I haven't done that much, but like, will be ideal if a student has all the resources available. What are those resources are like, and how they can use it was like basically to, of course, go to classes every semester, succeed in them, do an Erasmus or exchange, ideally in like, abroad, just to have an experience in the junior year. And to do that, you need to apply in the sophomore year, and then involved in the club activities, either like social or more professional. And then in the professional side, there's like an internship. Doesn't have to be a first year, I didn't do, but ideally can be, why not, on the second year, on the third year. And then each, of course, follow it like comes with an application beforehand. And then there is a job application preparation during the fourth grade. And then they got the basically job that they desire, thanks to their GPAs and all those other activities they involve. So in each step here, you see like either application for Erasmus, or in the classes, club activities, internship, everything. There's something like, even the worst mentor can give you an idea, and can be a guide for you, like. And I think the more you share your thoughts, the more you talk to people, the better prepared you are for your either the job, internship, whatever. So I think it's invaluable. Like I was not really appreciating that much back then, but now I look at back and see like, really those little tips look like really silly back then, like helped a lot for me to take those steps, like really contributed to my success, I will say, like humbly, like that I have today, or like, failure, but still a great experience. So that was the origin of this idea. And then when you don't have those mentors, like, you of course by default like miss some of those parts. Either you don't go to Erasmus, or you don't involved in club activities, you don't prepare for an internship or job application, whatever. It doesn't, like, if you don't get feedback, if you don't get tip from someone who's been at your path in the past, like you feel this very late and then you regret a little bit. So it's like extremely valuable to get this advice for those people who really like focused, dedicated to you, and then trying to improve your career, your and the advancement and everything. So it's like, this is why we are doing it, which is, I will say, which is, I will say, the first thing, the only thing, the most important thing you need to know. And then, okay, we want to solve this problem, and then we'll say like, what we're gonna do to solve it is like, basically, we're gonna do a matching, trying to find the most ideal mentor for you, depending on your profile, your, your career paths, your desired industry in the future, and everything, and your preferences. And then we allocate you, we match you with those mentors, and then we ask them to provide you the full academic support, or professional support, extracurricular activities and everything. So just guide you in all those areas. And the most important thing of this part is the sustainability part, which I cannot highlight more. Like having one meeting, two meeting is of course valuable, but what pays off is that if you stay in touch with your mentor, not just in the 6-month period, but even like after that. And we see that a lot of times, like people just reach out to their mentors, have the introduction meeting, they become a little bit shy in the beginning, and then they just don't want to go ahead with the second, third, fourth meetings, which is like, I will say, like a big loss for both parties, because like those people there are just voluntarily, and that they're really passionate to help you. And what really pays off for you is that having multiple meetings with the same person on the similar topics, there you feel like really you feel like you're leveraging the program and benefiting from it. So, and those like areas you benefit will be like various, like it's not limited to either classes, Erasmus, like exchange, club activities, nothing. So it's like everything you can imagine. Even beyond this list, like it goes to like personal things you can share, because like those are not like really strangers. They're just like people who were just taking the same classes as you do right now just 5 years ago. So just like feel free to reach out and ask any advice to those guys. And so, and how we do this is that after mentioning why and what, so we're going to have a matching process. So in this matching process, it's basically like two-step application. It's named application, but it's not like we are qualifying, disqualifying anyone. It's just collect information. We ask you to just fill the survey that prepared by us, and then after filling it, we will direct you, we'll send you an email directing you to sign up and fill an application form in the platform called mentoring. So we will send all the information, so you don't have to take any notes, but this mentoring platform, which is a second step application, will be the place you're gonna match with your mentor. So we will ask your mentor to sign up for that as well. And then there, either through the platform, or like, via Zoom or like a phone call or face-to-face meeting, you will just conduct the meetings. But just the mentoring platform will be the base where we conduct the matching, collecting application, the setting the topics and the agenda, setting the meetings and everything. So this is the matching part. And then after matching, you will have, as I just mentioned, like first the introduction meeting, and then, planning, like, in the introduction meeting, you can discuss like, okay, I want to do this in the future. You look like relevant guy. And then let's sit down like once a month from now for the 6 months ahead. And then let's discuss this. After having this clear plan, you just, execute it, and just every month, just drop a text and then ask for like a half an hour or 1 hour meeting. And then, just feel free to reach out to them and then have those just discussions openly. So this is how it's gonna work. And yeah, so I think this is a little bit trivial, but I just, want to make sure that you understand based on what we are doing the matching. So we're doing the matching to actually, like, the computer helps us there. It's a little bit smarter than us apparently. So they're basically like collecting, like both the professional preferences of yours and also like some personal things. And then based on that, they suggest an ideal mentor for you. And then we revisit that list, and then just, finalize the matchings and then announce it to you guys, to both to you and then to your mentors. And then, as I said, just like, you plan and then set short-term targets, goals, long-term goals, and then periodically revisit those, and then see if you reach those goals or not. If not, how can you, fix it? You discuss it in the next meeting. If you meet your goal that you set since your last meeting, you just, go out and say, okay, it went well. What could have been better, or what can I do to make it even better for the future, etc. So this I would like to skip quickly. After this point, though, I would like to point out some things that are expected from you as a mentee. So the mentors, have, of course, the responsibility to be like, first, be responsive, attend the meetings, schedule them, provide you the tips, like, do some research, and then try to find the answers that you have to your questions and everything. So this is just on the mentor side, which we take care of. On the other hand, though, like from the mentees, we don't expect too much. We just ask for, like, be proactive, go arrange the meetings. They're there to help you. If they hesitated, if they're like were to judge you or something, they won't be attending the program. So they just there for you. So feel free, just send a WhatsApp message, text message, whatever, just arrange the meeting. And then set clear objectives for you. Like, this is not for us, it's for you. Like, set like even like a silly objective is fine. Like, I want to take a B+ from this course. That's it. Like, or I want to, go there for vacation this summer. Even that is fine. Like, just set an objective, like, an internship there or a job there. Like, all those things from personal to professional can be the topics that you can discuss. Like, the idea is like have an objective and then plan how to reach that together with your mentor. That's the thing. And so after you set your objective, you set the meeting, you have an objective, and then you have some specific questions like in your mind. Of course, you're not a kid, so you know how to reach your goal. But there are some areas that you may have some advice, even if you know the answer, that you may want to hear from the others. There you have like specific questions like, I want to go to Netherlands for Erasmus, to this city. Like, I already been there, so I know, but I just want to ask you, like, if you had any, let's say in France, like what was the best thing you get out of it. So based on what I need to decide where I should go, whether this school in Netherlands will be a good fit for me or not. So this is a specific question. And then create a to-do list after you get answer from your mentor. So like your mentor said that, okay, I went to school, like, it was really fun. It was also really academically good. So what I will do is like first check how many other exchange students are there. So it will be the fun part. And also like check the rankings in economics in, like, let's say I'm interested in micro, check in the micro, like talk to professors if they know any professors in that school that you can connect and have a better professional experience, academic experience. So that's the second thing. So, go do a to-do list, check the number of exchange students, do some research, talk to professors, and then schedule the next meeting with your mentor and discuss, say that, okay, this school has this. Apparently, it looks like a good school. And then, move on to the next topic in the agenda and then do those periodic meetings. Those are really fun. Like, just feel free, and then don't feel like, I get all the answers to my questions, I know what to do, like I don't need it anymore. Just come up with some ideas, some topics to discuss, just to build the relationship. It doesn't matter if you have like any specific benefit right away. Just, like, keep the relationship warm, and in the future, just to gain a friend, that it will be really like a thing that you will appreciate in the future. I bet. And so this is the first section. So I will have said, like, if you have any questions we can have, but just I would like to cover this part, which is super quick, then we can discuss the questions. So the mentor profiles, uh, so who's going to be the mentors that I just you can, do the things that I just mentioned, are the ones that I will just, show here. This is just a small selection. So in total, we have like 30 mentors. I just list the 8 of them right now. And like 4 you can see just like in the professional side, and then 4 in the academic if you pursue that. So, from consulting to banking to like telecommunication, or like, let's say, public sector, also there. So like, depending on your preference, we will just, try to find the best mentor for you. And on the academic side, of course, like there's not much, like they're most doing like economics, either master's or PhD, but I think we have like also like history and stuff if you're interested to, pivot. But like in the economics end, I will say like it's quite also strong, like a lot of guys in Stanford and Johns Hopkins, and like in Europe, in UK we have, that hasn't been listed here. In Italy we have, I know, a really cool guy in Bocconi and stuff. So those kind of, let's say, mentor profiles that you will face, match and be friends if you join the program. So the Q&A. Okay, so far, that's the overview. That's what's expected. That's what you're gonna have, and that's it. So if you have any questions, just please feel free, and we have time. Don't be shy. I'll stop sharing. Okay. Anything in your mind? Like, can be regarding like logistics or.
Okay, I have a question. For
Yes.
example, if I missed that part, sorry. For example, in a previous year, I had a mentor, but I changed my career plans, and I will focus on the, for example, academic side, for example. Can I change my mentor?
Yeah, so far we haven't had that procedure, but like what we planned this year based on the feedback from previous years is like, after either you change your career plans or you cannot find answers, the relevant answers to your questions, like we have the idea, like, we have like a let's say midway feedback, where after 3 months we'll ask you like, how's it going, what are the things you want to change, and etc. Then based on that, if you like to discuss with someone else specific questions, either like very like short questions that you have, or you want to completely pivot from that mentor to another, that we will take action. So that hasn't been a part of the program so far, but from now on we will try to implement it. That's a great question. Thank you. Yeah, so the short answer is yes. Ataberk has a point.
To sum up, it's just I'm saying that it's not a super, tight environment where you have a career advisor that gives you advice on advice. It's more like a chat, and it's super chill. It doesn't even feel like a meeting at all. So don't be intimidated. Like, I just want to state it one more time because of the fact that Doğa is super good at making presentations and they are super professional. It gives a very laid out vibe, which is not, the structure is laid out, but the meetings are super chill. Yeah, that's it.
For example, if I haven't taught my mentor so much, I mean, it takes 4 or 6 months. Is it problem if I want to send an email or message it, would it be a problem, do you think, or should I text them?
So sorry, like if you haven't talked to him for 3 months, and then will it be a problem if you just send a message after 3 months? Yeah, it'll be less of a problem if you send rather than not sending. I'll say like, I mean, the goal here is like, having as much interaction as possible. Doesn't matter when. Of course, it's better to have it sooner and like more often, but it's better to have more than less. So just, don't be shy and don't feel like you'll be judged, or don't feel like you'll be, it's not a right thing if you just, skip some meetings, lose the contact and stuff. It's nothing. Like, they don't really expect anything. They just want to meet you. They just want to, share their thoughts and everything. So it was totally cool.
Doğa, can I add something to what actually Ataberk said?
Sure.
I think like during the first year that I was a mentee, it was a bit hard to maybe like arrange a meeting because you actually had to arrange a time for you to go and like sit at a place and discuss. And I didn't want to do it on phone. So it took some time to arrange these meetings. But now, since due to COVID, you cannot do that. It's so easy to arrange these meetings. Like it's just a one Zoom call away. So I think everyone could do it very easily, and you don't even have to be shy because there's this camera in front of you and you don't have to even meet the person face to face. So it's way easier. And also sometimes like during your studies, you don't realize how many things there are that you actually have to know before applying to a graduate program or even applying a job. So it's actually really useful to know someone who knows the field and actually can guide you. And all these people have so much expertise in guiding you towards your goals that I think it's a really useful program. So I benefited a lot. I just want to share this with the people so that you can actually like continue contacting with these people. So
yeah, totally. That's a great point. That's a great point. I totally agree. I think Zoom helps a little bit, like one of the few benefits of COVID. Just, I have a note from some of you guys saying like, sometimes the mentors may not be, I'll say, like so responsive, or like, seem to be like really caring and everything. So like those things, of course, like we are not like a professional organization that we have, like the promotion models, compensation models, like the the organization top down, everything is controlled and etc. So like those things are, what we can do is just, we do the feedback, of course, but it's also for you, it's super open. Like, reach out to us anytime to warn about these situations, give proactive feedback, like, either you have an issue, an improvement area you pointed, and then you want us to basically fix it, just please feel free to reach out, and just, we will be really willing to fix it if you reach out to us. But unless you just voice it over. Of course, it will be a little bit hard for us to know it until the very end or until after 3 months when we will have the feedback. So just feel free.
And we actually do read them. We do actually
Yeah.
quite a bit of time on that.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, I'm sure you have the ERU email and also the other emails, but I would just like to share mine here as well.
As well as,
So just in case. Atabak, maybe you can also share like you're out of school.
And maybe I can share mine because I will be taking part in the matching process. I'm sorry if any weird noise of any weird noises that you're hearing right now. My cat is going crazy on the carpet. I'll be taking part in the matching process, and if you have any special needs and maybe you're not so comfortable putting it on in a survey or something, you can just email me and let me know so that I can address your needs. That's it.
and just
Yeah, go on.
here's a funny story. 2 years ago, when we held the meeting for the second time, I think. After the meeting, we went to Piedroha, as you guys know, Ankara, and I think there were at least 30 people in there, and the mentors are so warm people that after the dinner, some of the mentors actually decided to go clubbing, and some of the mentees came with them. And keep in mind that they met only like 3 hours before that proposition. So it's how friendly the mentors are. So if you think that these will be people that will be super professional and they will be like, do this, do this, do this, this is how you do it, it's not really the case. It's, again, super chill. And I think most of you, if not all of you, will be glad to know such a person in addition to getting advice. So take the opportunity, I would say. Like, it has been super beneficial for me as well. Yeah.
Yeah, the free drinks can be beneficial, of course, for you. But it's not part of the program. Program is semi-professional, we can call. Okay, joking aside, just like, as I said, the most important thing, like, we're doing it for you. So just, reach out to them, have as many meetings as possible. And that's it. That's pretty much it. And then you can be a mentor when you graduate, to give some tips to the students back then in the future.
Dora, can I ask something? I think this was
Yeah,
something
sure.
that I wasn't so sure when I applied to the program. Let's say that I'm undecided, just like Senem said, whether I want to continue an academic career or like a professional business life. Then which side should I pick? Because you're gonna assign the mentors accordingly. Like, what would your advice be on that topic? Since that I assume now we can change it. Would there be a loss if I chose a person who's, let's say, following an academic path, but then I decided I want to continue in business?
Yeah, like, I'm thinking maybe as long as the number of those mentees are not so many, like, we can do there's some mentors who first did a master's and then pivot from there to like professional, let's say banking or something. And then there are some, it's a bit fewer, but still from professional and then doing academic career. So like, first, of course, thing we can do is just we can connect you with those. So I think it will give you some perspective. I think it will be a bit like biased perspective toward their end decision, but still, like, you can still have like, see the both sides. And then you can, highlight it and then see, maybe we can switch in the halfway, like You can go with like a professional first, and then you can go to like private sector first, and then go to academic person in the second half of the program, which we can, like, we never did, but we can try, of course, since now we have the midway feedback. So that can be an idea. Okay, any thoughts, questions? All good? Okay. Okay, then I would like to thank you guys, first of all, participating, and then thank you, Atabek, Burcu, Senem, Gamze, all of you guys, John, everyone, Ubait, and who helped, you know, us to organize this. And then it's going to be a great year, hopefully a better one. And hope to see you all next time in the next years, anytime.
I would like to add
also in
something.
person.
If you have any decisions about which sector I should search apply, we have already covered sessions, and Doğa has already sent the link, and Tarık Hoca has already sent via email. So you can check those videos as well to get an idea. And also we upload master programs, PhD programs we have already done in summer. You can also check those as well before asking questions or get any idea what's happening. And that's all I would like to add. And we would like to see all of you in our academic meetings and field talks as well. Okay, guys? Okay, take care.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.